embraced my journey by really being okay with the parts that aren't shiny and sparkly and beautiful. And that took a long time. It was something that I thought was a way easier to sort of hide those pieces and keep them locked up in a box in the basement of my being and hope that nobody noticed, especially myself. And doing the work, because it is definitely work, in recognizing that those pieces of me are actually beautiful too, and giving them the space to breathe and also release themselves from owning me. So a story that led to my success was probably about a year being into my own business, having started SparkVision. I was really excited because big organizations were wanting to work with each other. They had significant budgets, and it felt like, all right, I'm really doing this thing. But what I found really quickly was that just because they were a big name and had a budget didn't mean that I was going to be valued in what I was there to do. A lot of companies are looking to check a box, especially when it comes to work with organizational culture and the human experience in the workplace. And so I learned very quickly that just because somebody has a budget and they're a brand name does not mean that they're the right fit. And since making that decision and understanding that it's more about the impact and less about the revenue, that significantly changed the way that I looked at engaging with partners and realizing what my personal definition of success was. One of the biggest key moments was around recognizing that in my business, I was often being more of a chameleon and adapting who I was as a person in order to be received in a way where I was liked. And having done that for many, many years, and recognizing that I was losing myself, I was losing my authenticity in that process, I finally became okay with the sound of my feet walking away from the things that weren't meant for me. The people and the places where if they didn't like me, that was totally okay, because not everybody is going to be liked by everybody. It's not possible. And what was most important was for me to like myself and to really fully own who that person was, and in the process be attracting and collaborating with people who were like-minded. There were so many obstacles in my journey that contribute to my success today, and mostly those are just the daily obstacles. The daily thoughts of feeling like you're not good enough, or you haven't done enough, or you haven't gone to enough networking events, or shown up in the right spaces. And that has been a daily struggle for my whole life. It wasn't until I recognized that I had the power to decide what was the best use of my time and energy, not just what societal norms were around those things. That was when those obstacles started to get a lot smaller and much more manageable. Now, I can't say that I wake up every day with it being like rainbows and sunshine. Those obstacles still pop up on a regular basis. But being more centered in myself, in recognizing that I can't be everything to everyone all the time. And so the more I can turn inward and say, what is the right thing for me today in this moment, and listening and following through on that versus what others expect or want to see me doing.